two ways to kneel on the ball, and the small balls are easier because you're closer to the ground again, but again, if you're long through your legs, you might like to do the bigger ball. So you've got two ways to get on. You bring this ball, jam it against your legs, take your hands way, way back, so they've got to be way back, and then you get them to roll the ball forward without pushing down into it. So do a bit of that practice, because what they'll tend to do is this, and the minute you press down, your hands act as brakes. So you want to come through, come up onto your toes, get your shins in contact, and as you roll forward, fingers pointing down, then your legs come on. So notice that my feet are down, notice that I'm really small on the ball, and if you go too far forward, you just end up putting your hands down, and that's no problem at all, okay? So then, you practice this skill. So staying very, very still, and before they're allowed to come up, you have to check their legs. So thighs need to be parallel, shins parallel, and about a fist-sized gap between their legs. Then they take their dominant hand and place it on the ball, and they need to push the ball down towards the mat, so roll it forwards as they bring this other arm up. Otherwise they'll just end up going backwards. And then the skill is to stay down here for 30 seconds as still as possible before they're allowed to do anything else. Now you can do tricks here. So you can do a hollow body and a down. And the more they practice that hollow body, it's better, because that's how they're going to come up into kneeling. So to come up into high kneel, you scoop your body, you really keep it rounded, and you're just squeezing your buttocks, and then only at the end do you bring your hips forward. Now I'm still really pulling tight through my tummy here, and then of course there's all sorts of things you can do once you're up. But a really good thing to practice is coming back. So when they're on the ball like this and you get them here, get them to practice coming back, coming forward, coming back, coming forward. So they get really used to the speed the ball needs to go, the speed they need to control it, and then they start not putting their hands down and coming back and forwards without putting their hands down. Okay, so I said there were two ways to get up. The other way to get up is through knee curl. So your knees are on top of the ball, good shoulder line, good body line, and curl yourself up. Check your knee placement, and then you walk your hands here. Feet stay cuddling the ball, hand up, and you're pretty much doing everything that you've just done.